Hi, I'm George. I'm going to be doing a series of coding interview questions and providing the solutions in the Java language. And this is the first video, so let's get started right away. You are an oil merchant. You buy oil at low prices and you sell them at high prices. You have the data for past oil prices ordered by day in an array of integers, for example 1, 3, 5, 4, and 10. 10 being on the last day and 1 being on the first day. The challenge is to make a function that finds and returns the max profit you could have made. So for this particular example, the max profit would be 9 from the first day, from buying low on the first day and selling on the last day. I'm going to let you pause the video to think of the solution. So this problem looks pretty simple, right? First find the least value and then look for the max value and subtract to get the profit. Well, this isn't the case. It's a common mistake to use this kind of algorithm, which is why it's a good idea to think about test cases that would break your algorithm. This test case in particular, 2, 12, 1, and 9, will break your algorithm. Looking for the least value first will get you 1, and then the maximum value after 1 is 9. So the max profit that you would return is 8, when in reality, if you took the first value and the second value, you could have had a max profit of 10. In the same way, if you're looking for the max value first and then iterating backwards to look for the least value, you have made a mistake. And this test case demonstrates that. The max value is 10, and if you iterate backwards, the max profit you would have returned is 5, whereas the real max profit from this array is 8. The algorithm that I implemented is not too far from the basic algorithm. Essentially, we're going to break the array that we get into multiple arrays and then compare the max profit of each of them. I did this recursively in Java, so the first step is to check if the array is empty and return 0 if so. This is the stopping case, and the next step is to find the max value, then find the least value before the max value, then make a subarray out of all the elements after the max value, then compare this profit with the function call of the subarray. So the function call of the subarray will also break the subarray into multiple subarrays. So I already wrote up a template for the code for the function, and so I'm just gonna hash out or write out the code as fast as possible, following the algorithm, the steps that I wrote. Now I'm on step 1. And to do step 1, I need to store the max value. So let's store it. Let's store the second value because it's meaningless as the first value. And we also have to store the minimum. We have to find the minimum value. And in order to break the subarray, we need to store the index of the max value, which is 1 right now. So now we can write for loops. It should be greater than equal to, because you want, if you have a duplicate like 12 over, or 12 over here, you want to be able to go to the rightmost, and you don't want to have to break early and then have to break multiple times. So, sorry. And we can actually start at 1, 2 instead, because we already set it equal to the first value. Or the second, sorry. So now we have, we also need to store the index, or update the index value to x. Then write another for loop. This you don't want to do less than or equal to, because it doesn't matter. Alright, so now we have to make our subarray. And you guys can look up this function. So you want the index after the max value to the length of the array. And then now you want to compare and return the greater one. So I'm just gonna do a comparison. So if max minus min is greater than max profit of sub prices, then return max minus min. And if not, return max profit. And does it look okay? I think it looks okay. So I'm going to save and then compile it and see if we get any errors. Excuse me. Okay, so it compiled okay. Now let's run it. So 1410, it printed out 1410 and 8. And if we look back, should have printed out 1410 and 8. And I will probably have the arrays that I used in the description so you guys can confirm. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to comment, please comment, and see you next time.